This is the question. In photoelectric effect, the work function of a metal is 3.5 electron volts. The emitted electrons can be stopped by applying a potential of minus 1.2 volts. Then option A, the energy of incident photon is 4.7 electron volts. Option B, the energy of incident photon is 2.3 electron volts. Option C, if higher frequency photon be used, the photoelectric current will rise. Option D, when the energy of photon is 3.5 electron volts, the photoelectric current will be maximum. So this is a question on photoelectric effect. The information that's been given in the question is the work function, which is denoted by the symbol phi naught, and it is 3.5 electron volts, and the stopping potential symbol is V naught, and the value is 1.2 volts. So you have to find the energy of the incident photon, h nu, and the frequency of the photon and the photocurrent is the relation between them. So this is a question of photoelectric effect. In photoelectric effect, a light is incident on a metal plate which is capable of giving the electrons when the light in the visible range is incident on them. So when light hits this metal plate, the electrons will come out, and these electrons are called photoelectrons because they get emitted by the metal plate due to light. And these photoelectrons will move towards the collector plate, and a positive potential is applied to this plate to attract the electrons. So the basic equation governing this phenomena is the photoelectric equation. The energy of the incident photon h nu goes in ejecting the electron out of the metal surface and imparting it a kinetic energy. And this kinetic energy is called maximum kinetic energy because we are assuming that the other forms of energy dissipation are not there. This equation can be rewritten as h nu minus phi naught equal to k max. Stopping potential is a negative potential applied to the collector plate so that it stops the maximum energetic electron from reaching the plate. So when the electron overcomes this stopping potential EV naught, the work done is E into V naught, and that will go in exhausting the kinetic energy. So from this we can find the energy of the photon using the value of the work function given in this question. Work function is 3.5 electron volts. And the value of the stopping potential is 1.2 volts. So this is 1.2 electron volts. When an electron passes through a potential of 1 volt, it acquires the energy of 1 electron volt. So here the electron overcomes a potential of 1.2 volts, so its energy is 1.2 electron volts. So from this we get the energy of the incident photon as 3.5 plus 1.2, that is 4.7 electron volts. Option A says that the energy of incident photon is 4.7 electron volts, so it is correct. And option B says it's 2.3, so it's wrong. And the photoelectric current, does it depend on the frequency of the incident radiation? These are the two basic characteristics of photoelectric effect. When the applied voltage is increased, the photocurrent will increase, but it will saturate after a certain value. But the value at which it saturates, that will increase if the intensity of the incident light is increased. When the intensity of the incident light is increased, more photons are hitting the metal plate, so it will eject more photoelectrons and the current will be more. So as the intensity of the incident light is increased, the photocurrent will rise. But if the intensity of the incident light is kept fixed, but if the frequency is increased, the saturation value of the current will not increase because the number of photons are not increasing. Only the energy of the photon is increasing. That means that the kinetic of the photoelectron is more. So that will not change the saturation value of the current. So the option C says if higher frequency photon is used, current will rise. That's not true. The current will increase if the intensity of the light is increased. Option D, energy of the photon is 3.5 electron volts. So h nu equal to phi naught plus k max. The work function in this problem is 3.5 electron volts. So when the energy of the incident photon is 3.5, that means that the kinetic energy of the photoelectron is 0. So the photoelectron just comes out of the metal plate and the current will just start flowing. So the current will not be maximum. So option D is also not correct. To summarize the concept used in this question, this is a photoelectric equation h nu equal to phi naught plus k max. This is basically energy conservation equation applied in the context of photoelectric effect. The work function is being given as 3.5 electron volts, and this equation can be written as h nu minus phi naught equal to k max, and stopping potential is the negative potential applied to the collector plate to stop the maximum energetic electron from reaching it. So EV naught will be equal to k max. So using the value of stopping potential, we can find the energy of the incident photon. The photocurrent depends on the intensity of the incident light. If the intensity is more, then the number of photons hitting the metal plate are more. So the number of photoelectrons ejected will be more. So the current will be more. But it does not depend on the frequency of the incident photons. When the energy of the incident photon is just equal to the work function, the kinetic energy of the photoelectron will be 0 and the current will just start flowing. I hope this cleared your doubt. This is a question. The stopping potential V0 versus the frequency nu plot of a substance is shown in the figure. The threshold wavelength is. So this is a question of photoelectric effect. So we'll start with the photoelectric equation, which is h nu equal to phi naught the work function plus the kinetic energy maximum of the photoelectron, and stopping potential is the potential applied to the collector plate, which will stop the maximum energetic electron from reaching the collector plate. So the k max will be equal to E into V naught. So in this plot, V naught is on the y-axis and the frequency is on the x-axis. So the x-intercept, to get the x-intercept, you have to put y equal to 0. So the x-intercept will be phi naught by h. So this is the x-intercept value. So that is equal to phi naught by h. Threshold frequency is the frequency of the photon which will just eject the photoelectron. So the kinetic energy will be 0 when the frequency is the threshold frequency. So from this we get the threshold frequency as phi naught by h, which is the x-intercept, and the x-intercept is phi into 10 raised to 14. Hertz. And the threshold wavelength for an electromagnetic radiation, this relation is valid, C equal to nu into lambda. So from this we get the threshold wavelength as C divided by the threshold frequency. C is 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to 8 in SI units, that's meter per second, and the frequency in SI units is 5 into 10 raised to 14. 3 by 5 is 0.6. 3 by 5 is same as 6 by 10, so it is 0.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 in SI units, that's meters. To convert an Armstrong, we have to multiply by 10 raised to 10. That will give Armstrong units. So that is 0.6 into 10 raised to 4. So that is 6000 angstrom units. So the correct option is option B. To summarize the concept used in this question, it's based on the photoelectric equation h nu equal to phi naught plus k max. This is energy conservation equation applied in the context of photoelectric effect. So this can be written as h nu minus phi naught equal to k max, and the stopping potential is the potential which will stop the maximum energetic photoelectron. So when an electron overcomes the potential of V naught, the energy, the work done will be E into V naught. So that will go into exhausting the kinetic energy. So Kmax will be equal to E into V naught. So when we plot V naught in the y-axis and X in the frequency on the x-axis, the x-intercept will be phi naught by h, and threshold frequency is the minimum frequency of the photon which will eject the photoelectron from the metal surface. So the frequency, threshold frequency, the kinetic energy of the photoelectron will be 0. So we get h into nu threshold will be equal to phi naught. So from this we get phi naught can be got from the x-intercept, which is h into nu threshold. So if the x-intercept is known, the threshold frequency is known, and using the relation c equal to nu into lambda, which is valid for any electromagnetic radiation, we can get the value of threshold wavelength. And SI unit of the wavelength is meters. To convert in Armstrong units, we have to multiply by 10 raised to 10. I hope this cleared your doubt. This is a question: which one of the following graphs represent the variation of maximum kinetic energy of emitted electrons with frequency nu in photoelectric effect correctly? So this is a question based on photoelectric effect. The equation governing the photoelectric effect is the photoelectric equation given by Einstein, which says the energy of the incident photon goes in ejecting the electron from the metal surface, that is the work function, plus imparting it the kinetic energy. And this kinetic energy is maximum because we are assuming that there is no other forms of energy dissipation. And here the symbol used for Kmax is Ek, and Ek is plotted on the y-axis, and frequency on the x-axis. So the plot of Ek versus nu will be a straight line, and the slope of the straight line will be h. To get the x-intercept, we have to put y equal to 0, so that will be phi naught by h. And y-intercept, we have to put x equal to 0, so that will be minus phi naught. So it will be on the negative side. So the plot will be like this. Kinetic energy is positive, so the negative values don't exist. That's why I put by dotted line. So the graph will be like this, and the slope of this straight line will be h. So it matches with option D. To summarize, this question is based on photoelectric effect equation. So h equal to phi naught plus Ek. So Ek is plotted on the y-axis and frequency is plotted on the x-axis. So when you do that, the plot will be a straight line of slope h, and the x-intercept will be phi naught by h. To get the x-intercept, we have to put y equal to 0. So the x-intercept is phi naught by h. And the energy, kinetic energy is positive, so negative values won't exist. So the plot of Ek versus nu will be a straight line of slope h. I hope this cleared your doubt.